Hi, I'm Matt. You can find me on Instagram at Grillseeker, also at grillseeker.com. Today I'm here with Omaha Steaks and we're making some incredible compound butter. It's going to be magnificent, so check it out. Today we're going to use some garlic. Rosemary is going to be the big hit. Do some lemon zest, a little bit of lemon juice. We might do some red pepper flakes today too, we'll see. Some people will tell you that if it's a good enough steak, you don't necessarily need butter. I don't disagree, but it brings another element, another layer of flavor to a steak that's already good. So for any steak, good or bad, butter makes it better. So a tip about making compound butter is to take your butter out of the refrigerator and let it sit on the counter for about a couple hours before you start to mix it together. Don't put the butter in the microwave and try to soften it up because it's going to melt and you're going to end up with a mess. Just put it on the countertop, let it sit for a couple hours, and it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So another thing that I advocate for is putting pepper on steak after it's cooked. I don't like to put pepper on steak before it goes on the grill. I find that the pepper gets a little bit bitter, almost, and some people like that bite of the bitter pepper, but a great thing about the butter is it balances that bitterness of the pepper out and just really comes together nicely. Okay, our compound butter is coming together, and you can tell by just the consistency of this room temperature is really what makes it. So the idea here is once you get it all mixed together, we're gonna put it on some parchment paper. Really simple. Just kind of smooth it out and then we're gonna roll it into a log. I'm telling you, you put this stuff on an old boot, it's gonna taste good. All right, we're about to put these fillets to work here. And what I like to do with the filet, because it's a thicker cut of meat, is do what's called a reverse sear process. And so what we're doing there is bringing the meat up to temperature gradually. We're gonna throw this one in the oven at about 225. We're gonna let it go for about 25 minutes, and then we're gonna sear it in cast iron. So I'm gonna put these steaks in the pan. Of course, we're gonna add a little bit of butter that we made earlier, right? Yeah, we'll do some more butter. You can never have too much butter. This is gonna go in, like I said, in the oven for a little bit. Once it gets up to temp that we want, right around 125 degrees internal temperature on the meat, we're gonna take it out, we're gonna sear it, we're gonna add some more butter, we're throwing rosemary in there. It's gonna be incredible. All right, it's been about 20-25 minutes on these fillets. We're gonna check them for temp. Remember, we added that butter to them. These fillets are really lean cut of meat, so the butter's gonna really help the fillet come alive. Yep. Temp is right where we want it, about 125. We're gonna take these out, let them rest just a smidge, and we're gonna sear them in this cast iron. It's gonna be dynamite. All right, we've got the fillets. They've rested for about 5 minutes while we've heated up the cast iron. We've put some butter in there, but you know, you can never have too much butter, so we're just gonna throw a little bit more in there. This is the herb butter that we made earlier. We're gonna sear these steaks in that. We're gonna throw in some garlic. We're gonna throw in some rosemary. It's gonna be dynamite. When you're cooking your filet in the butter, just want to tilt the pan to the side a little bit, scoop your butter up, just kind of drizzle it over the filet. And start cooking it from both sides. We've got that garlic. Oh, you guys can smell this, it's crazy. Got that garlic in there, the rosemary's coming alive in the butter. So we're just gonna scoop it over top, just like this. Give these things a flip here in a second. All right, these fillets have rested for about 5 minutes. I can't tell you how good they smell with that rosemary. The garlic is just a little bit crispy. That's exactly the way we want it. But the steak is gonna be the star of the show. Look at that, so tender. We're using a butter knife here, actually, or spoon. That's it, we don't even need any salt on this thing. This is gonna be incredible. I'll taste it later.